Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to class. In today's class, I'll be teaching you how to cut and stitch this beautiful butterfly Egyptian hijab. You will need two trousers of crepe or lycra material for this size. So let's get started. So I have two trousers of crepe material with me. So this side is the breadth and this side is number of yards. You can see the side number of yards. So you take your fabric like this. So you fold your fabric in breadth. This material is usually by 16, so you fold in breadth. When you fold in breadth, you have 13 inches. So this side you measure your front length measurement from up. So I use 36 inches for the front length measurement, and for the back measurement I use 46 inches. Right, so you fold the 36, place it on the 46 inches. So the front measurement will be 36 inches, while the back measurement I'm working with is 46 inches. Right, so you confirm that. So the back is usually longer than the front length measurement, right? So to this side, measure your face circumference. So I measure 6.5 inches. From that 6.5 inches, you slant your staple as seen. Slant your staple as seen. So for the down wideness, I use 24 inches. So measure your 24 inches from the folded side. You take your ruler, you connect the 6.5 inches at top to that 24 inches that you measure at down. On the front piece, you locate the center. The down wideness we are working is 24 inches, so the center will be 12 inches. So it does the same on the back piece too. So 24 inches, then locate the center, which is 12 inches, right? So from the down of the front piece, you measure 5 inches up. So just want to shape the side. Just try to shape the side, just to shape it down side of the front piece and of the back piece. So you can see, so you connect from that 5 inches that you measure on the front piece, so you connect it down to the center of the back piece, just as you see me doing. Just connect it like this. So you just try to shape it. So after choking, you cut it out. So follow the choking. So when you get here, so when you get so the 5 inches, you can see, so you lift the front piece up and cut only the front piece. You can see the down part that is shaped. So you can see, so don't mistakenly cut it with the back piece, right? So after cutting that, so you cut the side, the slanted part. You can see the front piece, so don't cut it with the back piece. So I'm going to cut the slanted part. You can see, so you can see the front piece and the back piece. So if just follow the choking, so I'll cut it down. I'll cut it to that 6.5 inches that we measure. You can see, so you split the side, so you separate the front piece and the back piece, right? So notch the back piece, notch it at the center where you are going to put our cap, on this side. So this is where I'm going to stop the attachment I want to put. So that's the reason why I notch it. So you measure from up. So I just measure
29 inches. I measure 29 inches. So that's where I'll stop the attachment I want to attach like butterfly, right? So I want to cut out the butterfly, the attachment from the leftover. So I measure 36 inches by 8 inches. So if you don't have up to that 8 inches, you can still measure like 7 to 7.5 inches, right? So depending on the leftover you have. Wow, I was able to see 8 inches. So I measure 8 inches like this. So 36 by 8 inches, which is on fold. Not that 36 will be on fold. So if you open it, you should have 8 by 72 inches. So I measure it so that I'll have 8 inches around. So after you measure it, just take your taper, then you cut, right? So this side, you will notch the center. So notch it to know the center. So on this side, I'm going to shape it. Just take it like this. I'm going to shape it just to curve that part. So I measure 2 inches from the, you can see this side is open mouth part, not the folded part. So I measure 2 inches, then I shape it this way. You can see, just shape it just to curve that side. Okay, so all right. So after shape, you should have something like this. You can see. So that's for the attachments. So to the cap, so I want to cut cap with rope. You cut cap with rope. So I folded 4.5 inches. You can see. So I use 4.5 inches by 30 inches. So you fold in length, then in breadth. So this 30 inches. So I cut out. So, after you might have done that, measure 4.5 inches here. So I measure 7 inches. Then I make this shape. I can see from here I measure 2.5 inches. So I measure 2.5 inches down till I get to that 30 inches, where that 30 inches stopped. You can see. So I connect it like this. Alright, so you connect from that where that 7 inches is, then you connect it to that 2.5 inches. So I make the cap shape. You can see. So this 7 inches, and I measure 2.5 inches down, and I connect it this way. Alright, so after that you cut it out. Some this 13 inches, you can see the length is 30 inches on fold. So when you open it, you have 60 inches. Alright, you know we folded the cap in breadth and in length, so you can see. So that's the cap. So and I will be cutting tiny rope. So just need 1.5 by 18 inches. I cut 1.5 by 18 inches in 2 places, right? 1.5 by 18 inches in 2 places. So that's the rope we are going to put it inside the chap. So I cut the two together, so I'm going to split it. So I'll split it 7.5 by 18 inches. That's what I use for the rope. So this is the cap. So I'll fold it into two like this, you can see. So when unfold, just take your tape. You measure from the folded side like this. So measure 6.5 inches. So when you measure 6.5 inches, you notch, just notch a little bit, you can see. So after notching, you open it, then you sew from that notch. You have two notches like that. So from the notch to the edge, you can see, just as you see me doing. You sew by half of an inch. So to this side, so you start your sewing from the notching. You can see, start your sewing from the notching. Remember the cloth, the cap, right side is facing the right side. Right side is facing the right side. So because we are going to turn, we are sewing on the wrong side, right? So after sewing it, then you turn it to the right side. So you turn to the right side. So after turning, you are going to stitch that 6.5 inches part that we left. So you stitch that on the right side. Now see this part, from one notch to the other notch, just do it like this. Then you stitch. So you are stitching this part on the right side. The root part, the seam will be inside. So this one should be on the right side, right? So if you have any question, you can ask. So you can see the cap. So I'll set this aside. So this the attachments, the 8 inches. So to that cuff part, I'm going to overlock it. The attachments to overlock the cuff area. So if you don't have overlocking machine, you can fold it. Just fold it small, make small folding. But if you have, it's better you use overlocking machine to overlock it, so that to make it more neater and even easier. So you can see the center of the attachment and the center of the back piece. So I will let it to align. So I'm holding the back piece and the attachment. So I'll start my sewing from the center of both the attachments and the back piece. So you sew by half of an inch. You can see this side. When I get to the edge, you can see the edge of the back piece. So you have to be careful here. So you can see the way I turn my hand. So you don't follow that edge. Try to curve your hand a little bit, so that it will not be sharp. The edge will not be sharp when you put it on. So you try to curve your hand. You can see the way I curved my hand there. So you can just measure like 2 inches or 1.5 inches inward. So you just cuff your hand and make that place not to be sharp, right? So from that place, just so it's to where the attachment stop. You can see. So I'm attaching the attachment with the back piece. So you start from the center. You can see I've sewn one side. So after stitching one side, you take it from that notching again to the other side. So when you get to the edge here, just do the same thing. You can see I measure 1.5 inward, then that will guide me to cuff my hand. You can see. So you are doing this so that this when you put it on, the side on the head will not be sharp. It will last very well. So it won't give a funny shape when you put it on. So that area is very, very important that you cuff your hand when stitching it. So you're attaching the that 8 inches wide attachment to the back piece. So you have done that already. You can see. You can see I've done that already. So after attaching the butterfly, what make it a butterfly Egyptian hijab. So this is the front piece. So I will attach the front piece. I will attach the front piece by the side. So at this side, you measure your face circumference so that you know what to sew by the side here. So I sew uh, by 3/4 inch, and I sew it to down of the hijab. You can see. So when placing your the attachment, ensure that the right side of the front of the back piece facing the right side of the attachment. Right side of the back piece facing the right side of the attachment. So when placing the front piece, ensure that right side of the back piece facing the right side of the front piece. So the attachment will be at the middle. So the middle of the front piece and the back piece. Then you sew the side. You can see you sew the other side. Now we sew. You will be able to stitch one side. So you stitch the other side. So when stitching the other side, you should have the attachment in between the front piece and the back piece. So when sewing the side, ensure that you have measured your face circumference. That will give you what you will sew by the side. The same allowance you need you understand? You need to sew it. So I use 3/4 inch to sew the side. So my face circumference I have on the cloth at the end of the day, when I measure it, I had 11.5 inches. You can see the face circumference, you can see the attachments. So remember to overlock. You overlock the side. Then after you overlock, then you attach the cap. You can see the cap. So you attach the cap. So the center of the cap, let it align with the center of the back piece where we notch. You know, we notch the back piece at top and we notch the cap. So let the notching, let it align. So you sew from one side, from that notching to the one side. So you so after sewing one side, so you sew from the notching to the other side. So I'll take it from the notching. You can see the center. I'll sew it to the other side of the cap. You can see. just sew by half of an inch. All right. So after sewing, you should have something like this. Then you overlock. Remember to overlock to make your work to be neat. You can see the cap, you can see the attachments. So you can see how neat is this. So remember to overlock. So after you overlock, so I've done that already. So you take the down part, you can see the front piece, the down, you can see. So you just fold it once, like quarter inch. Just fold it once, then you stitch. So that will be the down part of the face circumference, right? So you do that. So you can see it is easy to cut and stitch. You can see that you are able to achieve this. So the many parts for us to, you can see the rope that it's 1.5 inches by 18 inches that we cut out. So just fold it, just normal way of folding rope. You can see, just so it's fold one side, fold the other side, then you fold together, then you stitch. You can see, just look closely, then you should be able to get it. Just normal way of folding rope. We are going to attach it to the hijab. You can see this is where we are going to attach it. This side, you can see, you can turn it to the wrong side, right? So this is the same, you can see that same allowance, you can see the same. So I'm going to put it like this, then stitch. So you can measure 1.5 from the cap. You can see, you can see, just stitch it. And you take the second one, take the second rope, then you do it like this, just put it like this, maybe like 1.5 inches to 2 inches from the cap, then stitch. So it is as easy as this. So you can see it's very beautiful, and we are able to cut our beautiful butterfly Egyptian hijab. So this is the outcome. You can see the cap. So I'm going to pull it inside. So the rope too will be inside. Then you tie it. You can see the attachment. You can see how beautiful it is. Just tie it. You can see. Alright. You can see the attachment. You can do it either way. So and for the neck part, just pull it up and you will tie this small rope you have inside. So this will make it firm. So that's the essence of that rope that we have there. So to make that niqab firm, you can see. So this is it. See you in my next tutorial. Thank you. Masalam.